Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Saturday, January 28th. We have some more snow for this weekend, but it's going to be turning much colder. With that snow today and tomorrow, we do have some pockets of blowing and drifting snow. The focus of most of this snow through the weekend will be south and east of the Snake Plain, it looks like at this point. Beyond that, bundle up, everyone. You know, you always hear the term three-dog night. We're going to have a couple of those, and if you've got smaller dogs, you might need an extra dog or two for that because it's going to be very cold with the air temperature and with what wind out there. Some very dangerous wind chills coming, especially Monday morning. Satellite this morning, northwest flow continues over the region. We do have light snow that continues at least early on this morning from the Snake Plain into the southern and eastern highlands. We have another round coming in from the north and from the west. Looking at the weather risk outlook, we have some impacts, especially over portions of the Snake Plain into the South Hills and the Southeast Highlands today. Still, maybe to a lesser extent, continuing over the Eastern Highlands and up in Limhi County, especially emptying out of the Limhi County area into the upper part of the Snake Plain, the Mud Lake area. For tomorrow, the impacts are there. Snow's a little bit less with this next round coming in, but it's going to stay to the south. We have some major impacts coming area-wide Monday morning for those wind chills. Moderate to major impacts for wind chills again Tuesday morning, and then we have the wind chills and the temperatures moderating a bit as we go into Wednesday for the first day. February. So how do things look today across the area? Light snow, like we said, we have more than one round coming through this morning into this afternoon, and most of that snow will again focus east of I-15, along and east of I-15. We get to around 3 to 6 o'clock this afternoon. We've got a bigger area of snow developing over the southeast highlands, the South Hills, over towards Mountain Home and to the south of Boise. Pockets of snow to the north. What will be important is exactly where we get a convergence band to set up with the Arctic cold front that's coming over the Continental Divide. It looks like at this point it sets up somewhere between Rexburg and Pocatello late this afternoon. There are some differences there. Wherever that band sets up, that sets up a little bit of enhancement of snow later on this evening across the Snake Plain, but that quickly shifts to the south and to the east or west overnight, and you see again snow really developing and maintaining itself closer to the Utah border, back over towards the Magic Valley, back over into far southwestern Idaho. As we go through tomorrow morning, that snow continues to basically stay south of the Snake Plain through the morning hours, and it eventually starts to wind down later on in the morning across the southeast corner. We'll see a band continuing and a pocket of light snow over the Magic Valley over into portions of the Treasure Valley as we get in the afternoon, but then that quickly dissipates tomorrow evening over that region. For this morning, that snow and wind out there, it's pretty breezy. So like we said, some folks will have some blowing and drifting snow. Snow amounts for the morning hours, generally an inch or two in some areas, especially once you get into the mid and higher elevations. Higher amounts over the Tetons, also over the Bear River Range as well for the morning hours. So some of those gusts this morning in excess of 25 miles per hour. In the afternoon, we start to see some of that snow developing over the Snake Plain, a better chance of snow. At least it'll be light snow, and like we said, that convergence band late this afternoon, early this evening, setting up somewhere between Pocatello and Rexburg out into the Arco Desert. Those wind gusts do continue. They start to let up a little bit. They're out of the west down to the west of Pocatello, but you'll notice they're starting to spill over the Continental Divide. There's that Arctic cold front and convergence band setting up for this afternoon. And for today, where we get the colder air to filter in quickly, it's only going to be in the teens and 20s today. Pocatello westward, also down towards the valleys south of the Snake Plain. We're looking at mid-30s for this afternoon, so maybe a brief period. Some of that snow may be a little more wet versus powder snow, especially once the cold air spills over. We go into this evening, we start to see some widespread light snow amounts, and again, along the I-15-86 corridor, especially the bench areas, 1 to 2 inches of snow possible. You see those north to northeast winds really kicking in strongest. closer to the Montana border, and some of those gusts will be well in excess of 35 miles per hour overnight. And for tomorrow, in some cases, we might see some gusts over 50 that far north, or close to 50. Lesser gusts, but still breezy with those northeast winds coming down the Snake Plain. And by morning, most of the snow right along the interstate corridor into the South Hills and the Southeast Highlands. Still some pretty good snow going over the Bear River Range in that area, and with those wind gusts, quite a bit of blowing and drifting snow in the higher elevations. And that snow continues to be around in the morning, but it's lighter. Still some gusty winds coming out of the north and east across the region, and those winds will continue into the afternoon hours. They start to let up tomorrow evening, but we have a different thing coming into the forecast at that point. It's the wind chills, and even with some winds of 10 to 20, 25 miles per hour, widespread wind gusts over our area, minus 20 to minus 40. May even see those wind chills closer to minus 50, if not just a little bit lower than minus 50, up along the Montana border over into Lemhi County as well. So some very cold, very dangerous conditions coming Monday morning for folks getting ready to head back to school for the week and also heading off to work for Monday morning. For the highs tomorrow, or you notice that it does look like we're going to see those colder temperatures, only single digits and teens. For the air temperatures Monday morning, circling back a little bit, many areas well below zero, and even across the Snake Plain, low temperatures around 10 to 25 below zero. That's without the wind chill. High temperatures on Monday, barely getting back into the single digits over the Snake Plain. Otherwise, single digits and teens over most of our area for Monday. So it's not going to recover very much during the day on Monday. Tuesday morning, we still have some wind. The wind chills are a little bit more, not as bad, but still some pretty dangerous wind chills. Some areas seeing wind chills 20 to 30 below zero. And that's with air temperatures in the 5 to 15 below zero range over those areas. Once you get over into the Treasure Valley, temperatures close to or just above zero for Tuesday morning. And in the afternoon, where we can keep the cold air and the inversion going over the portions of the Arco Desert and into the upper Snake Plain, it will be in the single digits. Elsewhere, about 10 to 20 degrees, maybe some low 20s sneaking in by Tuesday afternoon. And we continue to see moderating temperatures on Wednesday. But at this point, it stays dry through this period. We might see a little light snow up around Island Park and the Frank Church during this period. If we get any stratus going, some light snow or flurries will be falling out of that as well. So we've got snow coming, especially today and tomorrow, and then some dangerous wind chill conditions Monday and Tuesday morning across pretty much all of central and eastern Idaho. Have a great Saturday and stay safe out there, everyone.